what's this game? I might have played that some many years ago. It seems vaguely familiar. Let's see the story thus far. When the Kaplans arrived and Dan was struggling with writer's block, he took a night off to play Tommy's favorite game with him, but also found his notebook in time to send Paul an outline. Chapter 2. I like how they just make that really clear that this is what you did when. When Linda and Tommy had surprise visitors the same weekend that Dan's friend was visiting, Dan kept the visit with his friend. That came first. That's even more. Like, what's he gonna do, right? So arranged with his parents as well. When Tommy needed hours of extra tutoring help, Dan committed to knocking off every night at 7 o'clock for family time, but also made time to help Tommy for the first hour of his exercises each morning. When Linda put on an art show and well, thanks for spoiling this next chapter's exciting part. So, Novelist, we're back. I'm Captain Doomsday. I've been lazy. The show, as we've now had spoiled, it's an art show. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. That immediately looks like a thing. Is that a thing? No, let's just race to Roger. Don't see me. Okay, well, everything important's glowing. As always, there's a letter here. Oh, there's a thing glowing.
Big news, Barb. I'm putting on a show. Can you believe it? I've already got butterflies. It's been so long. I'm glad it's a small gallery so I can ease my way back into
been painting for a month.
And I want to do it right. I'd forgotten how much work goes into things that aren't painting when it's time to put on a gallery. You know I could never stand all the logistical rigmarole. Plus I have a piece I really want to finish before the show. So much to do. I want to take it seriously and go through the whole process though, because if the show goes well, who knows?
Alright, now this is important.
Hope to
now
hear
she's
from
doing the
you,
important
and
thing.
hope you can come, of course. Yours always, Linda.
So she's really happy about this. I feel like Linda might be a higher priority. Oh, that's just a weird ashtray. I thought that was a thing. No sensitivity. Oh, look, they're doing the letters. Mrs. Kaplan, we're thrilled to be exhibiting your work Thursday. I know all this came together, and I can't think of any good, wacky voice for... Oh, I know this all came together at the last minute, but our secretary is only part-time, and she sometimes gets behind. I've sent some forms and samples for the ad we plan to run this week's paper. I know it's probably the last thing you want to worry about right now, but what's the point of putting on a show if no one knows about it? Anyhow, I know this is all a bit hectic, but we might, for an art show, your font is really jarring for someone who's all about the art. You know, it's just me? Am I the only one who's having... It's not really the mouse sensitivity itself so much as the fact that it scrolls after I've stopped my mouse movement. Stop there. Stop. Okay. Just gonna power through that. What's little Tommy up to? He wants to go to the beach with his dad. Paul called again. Are you gonna call him back? Dude, why aren't you calling Paul? What did Paul ever do to you? Isn't he your bro? Wait, no, Paul's your editor. Yeah. Dinner this week, Sunday, stir-fry steak. That sounds good. Jimmy casserole salad, beef stroganoff. What? Man, I'm a little less sympathetic to them just because, like, look at all that nice stuff they're eating. This is a well-to-do family. You know, they're getting by. They're upper middle class right here.
Is it time?
Whoops, forgot about the stealth thing. I'll take my chances.
Has it been 5 years already? I still remember the thought that blindsided me when I saw Tommy for the first time. He's my new creative work. TJ gave me such a look when I told her I was going to cut back on my painting, but she doesn't have any kids, so there's no way she could understand. It's hard to top creating an entire person. Maybe she thought Dan told me I had to stay home. That would have been a very short conversation. Still, I can't ignore the fact that it's time to figure out what on hold means. What would it look like to go back full-time? Do I want to?
Full time, but not overtime. I don't know, the kid's not that independent. He still needs help with the... Alright, one sec. There we go, that feels a little tighter. Ah! And that's why I'm in story mode. Take the moment.
What is it, Mommy? What is it, Mommy?
I don't know yet, honey.
That's a good answer. Alright, let's follow these memory noises. Mind if I play with your memory note? I turned it down 2 and it's still... Oh, can I read this thing on the... Or is it the same thing? No, it's the same thing. Which is interesting, because usually I can't... Okay, whatever. No, not over there. Over there! Here's a note.
We just put Tommy down, and then we watched Alfred Hitchcock Presents. It was the one where the guy thinks a snake is on his stomach under the sheets, and they spend the whole episode trying to figure out if he's right or not. Dan hates snakes, so we were both holding each other, scared to death. It was great to have a normal evening again. We've been sticking to the 7 o'clock rule, and I can tell it's making a difference. We've started planning our days around making sure to be there, and we even have a new tradition. When we sit down, we each tell the family the best thing that happened.
This was definitely a good decision.
It's a small thing, but sometimes the small things can make a big difference.
You know, that's nice. Some nice little positivities. Explore the positivities. Well, I've gotten into already. I think I take care of the promo forms on the coffee table, but I can't stop.
I think maybe it's time.
How's my man?
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I'm alright.
It's impossible to get into a
You
rhythm.
read these things that are being held.
This place was supposed to create some peace and quiet, but I almost never get 2 unbroken writing
so
blocks
he's
on the same
getting...
day. I know I'll never get exactly the schedule I want. That's just a fact of life. But that doesn't make it easier to get good work done.
I gotta help Dan soon, but probably not now.
Figure out a way to push through. No
I
other
think
choice,
what he
really.
wants.
This book isn't going to write itself.
I guess he wants to stay home from the art show, but I mean, you can't do that to your wife, man. You can't do it. Oh.
Hey, what's wrong?
Oh. So he's just... tell me, you're freaking me out, boy. What are you putting on the table by rocket, little Tommy?
Cool. Can we go?
Right down there.
Oh, I'm talking about the beach. That's why you drew a picture of the beach. I figured it out. I'm a detective. Oh, what you drawing there? The same picture. Again. Okay. You know what? You could make an arrowhead necklace. That's true. I'm surprised that they're so bountiful. It's no good for one adventure. Stein's daddy. That is nice. Oh, hey Dan, what you up to?
Here we
So
go.
he wants to go to the beach with him. No, don't skip dinner. God damn it, Dan, you're so unhealthy. I understand that you got the works and all, but you gotta bear with me. Oh, right, that's the reticle. I noticed that, actually, just recently. That very faint light spot in the middle of the camera, that's my reticle. So. Better reverse it. Again, this public.
It just never stops. Every time I plot something I think will hold together, it falls to pieces. This thing was supposed to be done months ago, but the further I get, the harder it is to make it all work. Nothing's ever as simple as it seems at first. I'll think about a problem for days, finally come up with a fix, and then realize it breaks something somewhere else. I can barely hold all the threads together. Sometimes this thing just feels too big for me and I want to burn it and walk away. But what else would I do? And the deadlines don't help either. I can't think harder or faster. This stuff comes when it comes, and getting stressed out about it just makes it harder to get the words down. Like right now, I'm writing about the thing instead of working on the thing. Damn it, Dan, get to work.
Alright, so Dan, I've left Dan a little bit stranded. He's in a rough spot. Ooh. Friday, rap draft, family day, dialogue, press, fix, Alice. Are you talking to your wife about your story? Is that being done? Because that's not healthy, Dan. I'm sorry. I really want to help you out here, but I mean, okay. All right, let's see now. Yeah, making Dan do the. This is tough. This is definitely tough. Ooh, more information.
Paul. Hey man, if I'd known my letter would set you off like that, I wouldn't have written. My fault. Let's both just calm down. I see now that it was stupid to ask if you knew any art agents. That's like you asking me if I know any professional sculptors. Dumb question, point taken. But believe me, no one's more worried about the schedule than I am. I think about it every day. I can't get away from it. Most nights I start thinking about it and can't stop. My heart starts beating out of control, and I have to get up and try to work just to calm down. I'm not slacking off, man. I shouldn't have made you think I was focused on anything else. I'll get everything sorted out. Seriously. Dan.
Okay, so Dan's... Oh boy. This is a huge thing for Linda, so I don't want to... I'm sorry, little Tommy, but your beach adventure is just going to have to wait a little bit. Let me think about this for a second. Alright, so Tommy's going to take last place. But this is a big thing for Linda. I think a compromise with Dan will get him by. And soon he's going to need to get the writing on top priority, but it can wait a little longer. And I'm so sorry, little Tommy. I'm so sorry. You love your little spaceship boxes and stop doing that. You just freaked my ears out. Don't do that. Alright, so I guess the promo forms first and then the compromise with the typewriter. Wherever the promo forms are. Oh, are these the promo forms? Linda's resolution. Yeah, you know what? This is good. This will be a thing that takes her off. I mean, if the art takes off, she might not even need Dan to do the best. Maybe Dan can just take a vacation on a book. So we're going to do Linda's outcome, and then we're going to compromise with Dan, and he's going to cruise by. And then hopefully the next chapter will give me a good opening, a good rational opening. Because Dan just keeps wanting to go, I want to completely neglect my family. And it's like, no, Dan, you gotta be there for the family. You gotta be a family guy. Yes, I know. Diary of Claire Bradford. Maybe getting my thoughts down. I can't do like a Victorian lady voice. I mean, I could try.
Maybe getting my thoughts down on paper will help. Make a list, that's what Mom always taught me. So, dear diary, here are all the wonderful things about Roger. He's very handsome. He'll soon be working as a lawyer in his father's firm. The job is no gift, he worked so hard in college. He might be the only person on earth who loves music as much as me. He especially loves the songs I write him. His family has money, which of course should matter, but it's nice to feel secure. Who wouldn't want to marry someone like that?
That's the thing, there's always that faint, very faint sense of malice about what I am. Like, am I ultimately destructive? I'd like to think not. But, yeah. Mommy's paint. Hey, you know what, Tommy? You should probably come to the art. Oh no, an art show would be boring as hell for a 5-year-old. Dan could need a break. Okay. Ooh, there's more. There's what I was looking for. Diary of Claire Bradford.
I don't know why, but I feel like I can't get my thoughts together here.
Oh, I can really. Oh, good.
Wouldn't be very fun, but fair is fair.
Wait. I feel like I can really get my thoughts together. That's why this entry isn't going to be very fun. Okay. Oh.
Here are the not so wonderful things about Roger. He can be so self-absorbed. No one will ever accuse him of having a great sense of humor.
So he's kind of a dead fish.
Too much time chasing his father, not enough being his own man.
Oh. I don't know. Sounds like he needs a little more vivacity. He needs some external stimulus. Apparently music's not sufficient. Dan, I'm gonna help you out here. You gotta get the compromise. I'm working with you, Dan.
I'd like to help you, Dan, in any way I can. I sure appreciate the way you're working with me. I'm not a monster, Tom. Well, possibly I am.
The art show is a huge opportunity for Linda. So after getting an earful from Paul, Dan spent... Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck you, Paul. Oh, no, I swore. With every right I knew, asked the agents of anyone in the art world, and fourth calling got lucky. The show was a hit. There we go. Dan knew he couldn't deliver a finished chapter on time. Oh. Like, this is the thing. This is me compromising with Dan. Even thank Dan for his honesty. The chapter was in its early stage. Alright, so... Like... Dan is getting his nuts crushed here. This is the compromise, and he got... Oh, little Tommy, I'm sorry. Tommy spent Saturday playing by the window, looking out at the beach and wishing his dad wasn't so busy doing grown-up things. Oh, it's too light and kept sliding out of the way. Just weeks before he played with his bucket again. I'm sorry, little Tommy, but your dad is actually super buried in crap, and I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. Oh, I feel bad. Oh. Vacation sounds promising. It's the perfect time for Dan to catch up. Oh. Alright, well, that was the next installment of The Novelist, so... Oh, someone's murmuring. No, it's tempting to get right into it, but I gotta just let the story, that's alright. So that was what we do now, and then later we'll do something later, so... Bye-bye.